This morning, I didn't walk through the hallway. Not because I had to. I simply walked around this corner, like I'd been doing for weeks. There is no dog bed there anymore.
No blanket.
Nothing at all. But I still walk around it. Every single day. And today I asked myself, why do I actually still do that? The answer took my breath away, and it will change you forever. Your brain has turned every inch of this apartment into a map, with him in it. Every place, every corner, every doorframe has been given a memory, without you noticing. And today I'll reveal what really happens in your nervous system when you walk past these spots. I call them the silent traps of space. And you know them all. In this video, I'll show you 3 things hardly anyone knows about this pain. First, why your brain saves rooms like pictures with him in them. Second, what exactly happens in your body when you walk past these places. Third, what it really means when you still avoid a certain corner. And at the end, I'll show you something most vets and grief counselors consider the most powerful.
Stay tuned.
Because this is exactly about you, and exactly about this spot in your home.
You know which spot I mean.
You don't even have to think. It's the corner in the living room, or the spot in front of the heater, or the bottom step of the stairs. Your body knows it immediately, even before your mind reacts.
You step aside. You slow down. You look away.
It happens completely automatically. And then comes this quiet sting in your chest, and you know why. The bed has long been put away. Maybe friends even took it. But the space still exists. Exactly as before.
Completely unchanged.
And your nervous system still treats it as if he were lying there. This is not a sign of weakness. This is biology. I will explain to you now what really happens in your brain, and it is fascinating. Imagine, every time he lay there, your brain saved a tiny data point.
Not consciously. Not intentionally.
Just like that, completely on the side. Location plus emotion plus body plus being, the brain ties it all together into a single pattern. Neurologists call this context-dependent memory, and it's one of the strongest forms we know. You don't just have memories of him. You've built him into the room itself. And here comes the part that really took my breath away the first time. This pattern doesn't get erased just because he isn't there anymore.
It stays. Completely. Unchanged.
Your brain has no mechanism that says, object gone, memory gone. Instead, it keeps looking for him. Every time you walk past this place. It's like a radar sending out a signal, and no longer getting one back. And this silence, that's what feels like a punch right in the chest. Do you know the feeling when you walk into the kitchen in the morning, completely routinely? You see the empty spot where the bowl used to be, and the reach for the food is already half done. Or you're sitting on the sofa in the evening, and your hand automatically wanders to the left, to where he always lay. Or you open the front door and take a small step to the side, because he was always in the way there. These moments don't happen because you forgot he is gone. They happen because your body still expects him.
Every second. Everywhere.
It's not you avoiding the corner. It's your nervous system avoiding it, to protect you from what's coming. Because your body knows, that's where the pain gets big. And it wants to protect you.
This isn't trauma.
This is a survival mechanism. A loving survival mechanism. And now comes something very few people know, and which truly changes everything. You are not the only one this happens to.
Not even close.
In a large survey of pet owners who had lost a pet, almost all reported so-called spatial memories. Favorite spots, feeding areas, sleeping corners, they remained engraved in people's experience for months. Many avoided these places for weeks before they even realized what they were doing. That means, what you're going through is not a personal weakness.
It's the norm. The completely human norm.
Let me talk about the step on the stairs now. Because the stairs have always fascinated me. Many people report, the bottom step is the worst. Because he always waited there. In the evening, when you came back from the bathroom. Or in the morning, when you came down.
He was there. Always.
This step now has an engraving. Invisible but deep. And sometimes you just look down briefly, just to see if maybe he is still there.
You know he isn't.
But your eyes go there anyway. Automatically. This isn't crazy. This is what happens when love is built into space. Now I want to ask you something, and I ask you to truly pause for a moment. Which spot in your apartment do you still avoid? Which place still makes your heart heavy today? Write it to me in the comments. I read every single entry. Because these places deserve to be spoken about. They are not traps. They are monuments. And I'll explain to you in a moment why the difference changes everything. But first, I want to tell you about a very specific type of these places, the window seat.
You know it.
The window pane he always fogged up from the inside when waiting for you. The spot on the windowsill where his paws always stood. The little scratch in the paint. This place by the window is one of the most painful, because you approached him from the outside. You turned the corner, and he was there.
Every time.
Tail wagging.
Jumping. Waiting.
And now you turn the corner, and the window is empty. This image, the empty window, burns deep into the brain. Deeper than almost anything else. Because it was the moment of joyful reunion. And this moment is now gone. I tell you, if you stand in front of this empty window and your heart clenches, that is love. Not petrified love. Living love. It just has nowhere left to go. And exactly this is the crucial point I want to give you today. These places, windows, stairs, bed, food bowl spot, they are not traps keeping you captive. They are places of devotion. Places where your love became visible.
Every day. Over years.
And the pain you feel there is not grief alone. It is also the intensity of the connection. The deeper the connection, the deeper the imprint in space. And now comes what a grief counselor once told me, and I will never forget it. The pain at these places is not a sign that you can't let go. It is a sign that you truly loved. Let that sink in for a moment. You don't hold on because you can't let go. You don't let go because a part of you knows, that was real. And this reality, the authenticity of this connection, cannot simply disappear. Your body knows this. And therefore it guards these places. Almost like a guardian. Now I want to tell you something that is rarely spoken out loud, but that you may have already felt. Sometimes you deliberately go there. You sit down next to the empty spot. You place your hand on the floor.
Not to cry, but to be close.
To feel once more what used to be. And that is absolutely right. This isn't holding back. This is dignity. It's the way we humans say goodbye, not in one single moment, but in 100 small ones. Every walk around the corner is a small goodbye. And also a small holding on. Both at the same time. This is grief, as it really is. And here is the last thing I want to leave you with, the most important of all. You don't have to dissolve these places. You don't have to overwrite them. You don't have to forget them. You are allowed to leave them as they are, for as long as you want. Because one day you will notice that you simply walked past this place. Not because you forgot, but because the pain has transformed into gratitude. Into the quiet knowing, he was here.
I was here.
We were together. That was real. And this corner, this quiet, empty, beloved corner, will remain a part of your house. Not as a wound, but as a place that knows what love is. This love has burned itself into your walls, your floor, your door frames forever. You don't have to be sad when you feel this. You can also be grateful that you were able to love this much. Write to me, Which place in your apartment can you still not simply walk past? I read everything. Every word. Because every story deserves to be heard.